Welcome to Super Beet. This is our dingy nightclub. You walk in, there's lights, there's dancers. You see it. A man beckons over to you from a table. We got Bernie here. He's sitting there with a cigar and he's playing with a switchblade. Mike's next to him. He's snorting a huge line of blow off the table, and it doesn't even matter. The waiters don't even say anything. No one says anything. Because this is our table at the nightclub. And you're welcome here.
They know us.
So you're beckoned over the table. I'm Phil. I'm a catatonic old man. I can only say yes and no. But I'm technically still in charge. And, Bernie says, oh, yeah, you walk over and you say, oh, this is beautiful music. This is beautiful voices. These women singing. I don't know. And Bernie says, yeah, this fucking band, the Cocteau Twins. I don't know. Connor told me about it. And then this guy comes up from out of nowhere. He's like, dude, I fucking love the Cocteau Twins. Dude, that band fucking rocks. And then, so Mike gets up and says, stabs him, kills him right there on the spot. And that's kind of the vibe of this episode. Welcome to the show. Bernie and Mike, how are you guys doing?
Okay.
Hey.
Don't talk to me.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
I'm cool.
I'm kind of bummed
out.
out.
The last guy got on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of bummed out. There's a dead guy who was just trying to enjoy the band.
Fuck him.
Yeah. But in my state, I can't do anything about it. And I probably wouldn't anyway, because a little bit scared of Mike, you know?
Is there a state in which you could help him?
No, I guess not. I could admonish Mike, do something to put a stop to for future victims. But
I don't want it to stop.
I don't want it to stop either.
I need it to continue.
Hell yeah. I'm kind of bummed it's not yellow outside anymore, man.
It was really yellow for a while, and I was wondering what was going on.
Was it scary?
Yeah, darkness has descended, and I wasn't scared by the yellow. I was comforted, and now it's just dark,
It'll be yellow again someday. Particularly when it rains, or it might rain.
Well, I thought it was. Well, you think, right? Because it was supposed to rain. It hasn't. It's been really fucking hot. It's June 16th, by the way, listeners. I don't know, depending on where you live, you remember it was really hot. Still no rain. But it was all yellow.
It
was all yellow.
Coldplay.
Yeah.
There was I used to go on this music blog to get all my music back in high school, and there were these like Coldplay MP3s I downloaded from there, and one of them was Talk by Coldplay, and it was a version I only heard then and have never heard again, and it sounded basically the same, except the drums did something like there was like rolling hi-hats the whole time. It was just like the whole time, and it made it so much better.
Cool. Nice.
Never heard it again.
Oh, I was gonna say I want to hear that. Send it to me.
I don't know what it was. Is it a demo?
It's so hot, cold. It's now warm play.
Lukewarm.
Yeah. I've never thought about that before. What's up with that band name? It's like Coldplay. So what's Coldplay? What is that? Has anyone ever talked about this?
Sounds
before?
like a sex thing, if you ask me.
Okay, so yeah, like you're
Got some ice cubes.
Ice packs. Ice packs in the bedroom.
Yeah, if you're prepared.
Like it'd be more likely to be like ice cubes, I would think, but like
right.
It'd be funny though to just be like my fetish is like, I want one of those big floppy ice packs on my forehead while you fuck me in the ass or something, you know? Bleep that out, Mike, if you could. But like, because it's the beginning of the.
Let me make a note here. Got it.
It's only okay to say that shit at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there's going to be a YouTube edit, huh?
Yeah.
We're already like 5 minutes in.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
We're past the 2-minute mark.
Still
What's
doing the
going
video
on?
podcast. Welcome. This is a podcast primarily about television and movies.
Celebrity gossip and sexual fetishes and
Yeah.
what color the sky is. Stupid.
And we're in a nightclub, and we're a few scary guys. But mostly, we sat you down here because we just wanted to ask you what video games you've been playing lately, and if there's any, experiences you've had and insights you'd like to share with us, because we're lost here, and we just, you don't ever email us.
That is a problem. That is becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like if one person listens to us, it kind of sounds like no one's listening to us. It's not
We're
good.
just like we're just talking to each other, and that's fucking stupid. Like, I wouldn't be here.
Dude, what if like the Sopranos was just about them going around demanding attention from people and like complaining about their like friendships and relationships with people? Like, I feel like I always hit you up to hang out. You never hit me up.
It's like the CW version.
And like every conflict is just about something like attention or like, friendship related.
Yeah.
I think that would be a more annoying show, but less people would. Well, no, they'd probably still be killing people for the same reasons. Except, yeah, that's something to think about.
Like if you like the Cocteau twins.
Noted. Cocktoe.
Yeah.
Can we say that?
How do you say it?
I think that's how you say it.
I think that's what I said too. Did I say the freaking Cocteau twins, dude? The Cocteau. You have to say cock. Cock? Yeah, you have to say cock. There's no getting around
That's
that.
the plan.
The only difference is it a cocktoe? Because, I mean, you're going to have to watch where you're stepping. That's what I'm saying.
How much money would you need to have for that to happen to you? Just accidentally. In a surgery room.
How much money would that
What's
cost?
the scenario?
Yeah, like, what? You go to the hospital to get surgery, and it's just like... you need, like, a skin graft or something, but the charts get mixed up. And you know what happens next. What compensation does somebody deserve?
I did see an article where a guy's thing fell off and they had to grow it back on his arm for like a couple of years.
Damn. Arm dong.
They did. They grew it on his arm and they stuck it back where it should be.
That's pretty cool.
Classically. I can't say like a penis should be it can be anywhere really.
It can, yeah.
The classic position.
Who's to say? I was thinking about Godric the cocktoe earlier, but now I'm thinking about Godric the
arm cock.
dong arm. But he's gonna have multiple things like that, so arm cock. But it's all for a good reason. It's never, just for. It's never just to show off or to be gaudy. It's like, I have to have this here.
I need it here.
So it's like,
I need it. I think that was his whole thing. He's like, well, if I don't have this arm, then what am I,
Yeah.
What do you think that does to your brain when your penis is on your arm?
Well, your penis is closer to your brain, so it probably.
No.
My brain would be like I can't wear t-shirts anymore or something, because
Oh gosh,
gotta cover up.
Yeah, my brain would do that too.
Wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah, you'd have to wear long sleeves all the time.
You think he like strapped it up?
I'd wear a Puff Daddy coat thing, the big old puffy coat.
You can't keep that. You can't. You can't walk into the restaurant with your arm cocked out.
Oh man, let's see.
Man, you couldn't wear that. Hang on, you couldn't wear that today because it's so hot. I saw a chicken lay an omelet.
Whoa.
You couldn't wear that coat today. It would be fucking.
Oh, the coat. Yeah. I was thinking about I was so confused about the chicken, but yeah, because chickens are out there laying omelets, so you have to really watch what you wear. In fact, I run cold most of the time. I can't be walking around in pants anymore. Even I love wearing pants. I hate wearing shorts. I hate shorts. It's awful.
I only like wearing
but
shorts.
Here I am.
To be honest.
Yeah, I'm in shorts right now. Yeah, but I'm in the comfort of my own bedroom.
Yeah.
So it's ridiculous when I'm forced to do this outside and people can see my fucking back of the knee vagina that I have.
I don't have one of those, but
It sucks, but it had to go there.
I was just gonna say I'm self-conscious of my legs. All right, I grew up feeling that way and never wore shorts, and now it's like I don't care, but it probably feels really weird to wear shorts.
Yeah. No, I feel you, Bernie. I actually that's sort of the reason I don't wear shorts a lot too, but I don't care as much anymore. But I gotta
say, I was a pants only guy for a long time, jeans only even.
Yeah.
For a long time, and started wearing shorts recently. Past few years wearing them out.
Damn.
Dude,
so you really really stayed away from shorts for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I would always do it, but begrudgingly, but over time, whatever, just a little bit more normalized. But yeah, damn. So you didn't even wear shorts till you were in your 20s.
Not really. Yeah, it was rough. I'm still not to the point of wearing like joggers and shit in public. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I feel exposed in that, but
yeah, I don't even know what you would wear with that. What I would wear with sweatpants or something.
That's a t-shirt.
It's a t-shirt, bro.
Yeah.
Just the new Super Beet t-shirt. Can we get a store up and running before this happens? So that hits.
There's one. Yeah, we have a shirt on Patreon.
We'll get on TeePublic. Some of the worst designs I've ever seen in my life.
You're right. There. I forgot there are t-shirts on Patreon.
There's a shirt on Patreon. I think if somebody pays $25.
I can make
It's a deal.
I can make all kind of crazy shit at work now, dude. I can make patches or bottle openers and shit like that. Random stuff,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Just weird stuff. That's why would I don't know? But it'd be nice,
Mm-hmm.
But
can we get a discount?
Shorts. Yeah.
Never mind.
Discount? No. Why would we have it? I don't know. Well, yeah, it's free.
Just swing by.
I always never liked taking my shirt off at the public swimming pool either, because I don't know. I always felt I had I don't know, either. All right, so it depends on what era of my life I'm in, but it's I'm either oh man, I'm so pale, or I'm so skinny, and or there's weird hair on my back, or there's I have acne on my back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember if I had acne on my back. I think I did though, but I don't even know.
How would you know?
I don't remember anymore. Well, you can feel it. And you can turn around the mirror and stuff. My acne was so bad and out of control, but I don't even remember the fucking shoulder stuff anymore. Anyway, but stuff like that, and then shorts. I'm just damn, I have really hairy shins. And again, you know, I was always concerned about being too pale. I felt like, I feel like I got a bunch of shit about being too pale like my whole life. And it like fucked with me. And it's like, oh, sorry, let me go lay out on my roof. Like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
I guess I mean,
my thing was like, I mentioned earlier my legs, and this was around the like hot topic era, where like skinny legs were the aesthetic, you know.
Oh yeah.
And my cousins were like so skinny then, it was like unhealthy probably, but every time I would be with my cousin, he was like wearing the skinniest pants possible, and I could only fit like slims, and it's like, it's embarrassing for me to have such big legs at this point in my life. And never wore shorts because of that.
Yeah.
Because I thought my legs were big, but actually they're normal size legs.
Do you wear skinny jeans now? Or skinny pants, skinny fit type things?
No.
That's all I've ever... I feel uncomfortable. Well, I think I can wear like slim things or whatever, but...
Yeah.
I don't know. Pants are difficult, man.
It's rough.
I was thinking about training myself to start jumping in my pants when I get dressed in the morning now.
Yeah.
Jumping in your pants? What's
Out of
that gonna
protest. I mean, it's like I put my pants on one leg at a time, like everyone else.
Okay.
But,
yeah. I always hate when people say that, so I support what you're doing.
Implying that makes you like not a psychopath or something. Like friggin'.
Wait, right? Yeah, exactly. It's not fair.
Yeah, what do pants have to do with fucking politics, dude?
I don't know.
It's not fair that they get what?
I don't know.
What am I not getting? Or
I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
I need satisfied.
God, I feel like there was something I was gonna ask you guys.
I don't know. We can talk about pants a little longer.
There probably wasn't. I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pant cast.
Dude. Listen.
The fuck are we talking about? Fuck is this?
Guys, it's so hot.
It's June. All right. My birthday was last week. I think it's like Mike's birthday soon or something. No? I don't know. I mean,
it's coming up.
I'm bad with birthdays.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea, but I had no idea if you were right or wrong.
Yeah.
But
guys, I turned 29 years old. I went bowling.
Hey.
Bowling's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I think I might start bowling more even, because it's like, I don't know, it's like a video game kind of, which is what this podcast. That's what the podcast is about.
Let's go bowling, dude.
Apparently, yeah, we join a league.
We could Super Beet Bowling League. We already have our design and everything. But I have been playing a game for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's go into the video game segment of the podcast. If you guys don't mind talking about video games, that's what the segment's called. Yeah. And it's a triangle strategy. You guys remember we talked about this whenever like the demo came out and everything.
Yeah, we were going crazy for it, and our fans were just the line was ringing off the hook about this game at headquarters.
Well,
whatever happened to it?
Well, I played the demo back then, and at the time I had not finished the demo. It was okay. I wasn't really like blown away by what I was seeing or whatever. But this game has grown on me a lot, actually, because what happened was I watched the. Yeah, I don't know if it was the trailer that got me watching Game of Thrones again, or if it was the just someone talking about it. I don't know. But Game of Thrones is in the current because of Elden Ring as well. Like George R. R. Martin shit in general is like in the atmosphere again, you know? And I was thinking about like Triangle Strategy is clearly trying to be Game of Thrones. But and the funny thing is that's what Final Fantasy Tactics, like, I feel like once Game of Thrones came out, people always started talking about Final Fantasy Tactics like it's like Game of Thrones, like because it's like they're based on the same historical period, I think, or like the War of the Roses or something like that.
I don't know.
So,
it just seems.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
The whole Fantasy Kingdoms thing seems so like part of like narrative storytelling, you know? It's been around for so long where it's just like warring factions and shit.
Right. But I think the appeal of Game of Thrones was like I don't know, like really, really portraying how those factions and relationships like worked. I don't know, like, because you get fantasy stories and medieval, but like you don't get that like political treachery kind of side of things a lot. The Final Fantasy Tactics kind of had that, and Triangle Strategy is clearly, you know, very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics in gameplay and everything, but is even, it's post Game of Thrones, and there are some certain scenes that are like kind of straight out of the show in a way. Well, one I can think of in particular where this dude gets beheaded. But the visuals have grown on me. I said it looked hideous in comparison to Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation 1. But I don't know. I'm digging it. There's some interesting classes. Like, I mean, there's not a job system. There sort of is. Like, you can upgrade classes like you can in like Fire Emblem or something. So like, oh, you get to level 10, get the next rank in your character's specific class. So there's not like, at least as far as I can tell so far, there's not like the customization of Final Fantasy Tactics. But it's fine because I'm here for the ride. There's some interesting classes though. Like I recruited the bartender into my fucking squad, and she has a horse, which is weird. But there's another dude. Yeah, I recruited the blacksmith into my party, and he can like fucking build ladders and shit, which is cool. Like there's some interest. Whenever I first talked about the game, I felt like I was like, yeah, there's not really anything special about it as far as like a strategy RPG. But I think that so far it seems like they're doing some fun things with mechanics and height and like I don't know. I'm enjoying it so far. And it's I bought it because I was like, I just like want more Game of Thrones type plot lines, you know? And then I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have spent that money. But then no, it's cool because I've been spending a lot of time on it, so it's worth it. Sorry, Mike.
That's good. I was just trying to picture it. Like I remember when it came out, everyone was thinking it was like Octopath Traveler 2 or something like that.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, well, it's like the same engine, I think, right?
Okay.
Or the Unreal Engine.
But it's like, it's not like quite a side scroller. It's like, what do you call that?
It's like isometric.
Is it isometric?
Yeah, I think so.
Or like a 3/4 top down or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to
It's
imagine
got
what
that
it looked like.
right, like the way they're remaking Dragon Quest 3. I think it's like the same engine and everything.
Okay.
I don't know. Visually, it looks similar, but yeah, I forgot to make fun of the name though. Like Triangle Strategy. It's like, I'm sorry. What's the fucking triangle? I mean, there's three houses, or there like three major kingdoms or whatever. There's like Ace Frost. So yeah, let me explain the story a little bit. There's Ace Frost, which is like these cold people up in the fucking mountains. And they're like a big kingdom. They're important. They control the
They like Coldplay.
I don't know. Yeah, they're doing Coldplay. And then there's the holy state of Hyzant, which is way down in the south, and they're like in the fucking desert or whatever with the sand. And then
Is that the Desert Pope?
yes, but they're pretty cool. They seem like pretty. I don't know. I like them, but and then you're in Glenbrook, which is like this big, regular old white, regular old white people kingdom. I don't know. No, it's like it's
sounds like it.
It's like Ace Frost is like Russians or like Nordic people or whatever because they're like in the mountains or whatever. Then you got the English people in the middle, Scots or whatever, and then you got your more brown people down here in Hyzant. And so it's all about salt and iron. Oh yeah. That's the resource that the Ace Frost people control is iron. So it's all about salt, and you're like, this is fucking boring, right? Salt and iron. The Salt Iron Wars. They talk about that, something that happened in the past. And it's like,
I remember talking about this.
right? Because it's like, and so I swear to God, before we came on to do this podcast, I was like, I gotta figure out what's going on with the salt, because there's got to be something more interesting to the salt than it just being salt. And so I like went and you go into the War Chronicles, and there's all these notes and stuff, information you've compiled, and I was like reading The Power of Salt, and I don't know. I was expecting more, but he talks about how it can be used to preserve food. Mm-hmm. We could travel a lot further than we ever have if we had more salt.
It's important. Salt was very important for
yeah, man.
These fucking old people.
Hundreds of millions of people have died from the salt wars in real life.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure salt was like a scarce resource that people waged war over.
That is very interesting. I don't know about that.
Salt
but it is vital to human life in a way, right?
Sodium,
yeah.
Sodium.
You gotta have the sodium. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So then iron is the other one. Yeah. And so they're warring about it. So the three kingdoms, they come together at the beginning of the game. You're getting betrothed, or the main character dude, who is like in a house. He's not in the royal family, but he's like a house that is like sworn to protect the royal family or whatever. And so he's the main character, and he's like marrying this chick with red hair or pink hair or something, and they're like, the Rosellan, and they're like a race of people that are like, oh, they're cursed or whatever. Like it's like that kind of stupid anime shit where it's like someone has red hair, so it's, or like someone has a different hair color, so they're the race that everyone oppresses. Mm-hmm. You know,
that's how you know.
So that's going. There's that aspect of it. So you're marrying this chick. I don't know why she has the fucking hair color, but she's in the royal family of the Ace Frost people up in the mountains. And so you marry her, and there's this big, they're like, all right, we used to fight each other or whatever, but it's peace now, and we're doing this mining thing where we're mining salt in this fucking thing. Oh yeah, that's the one interesting thing they said about salt, is that it has blasting properties. So I guess you can make bombs out of salt and shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
That's real.
Okay.
I think. I'm pretty sure that's bombs. Real. I'm pretty sure.
Salt war also.
Salt Bay
was apparently a thing in the 1860s.
Okay, cool. Texas. here in my own USA.
In my own thing that
We were fighting over salt in my country.
Who'd
That's
imagine?
crazy.
It's salt America.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna.
Somebody was a little salty back then.
Yeah, let's not apologize for what we said about salt.
Let's not.
I
Let's
wasn't
not apologize. Yeah,
planning on it. No.
I'm never fucking apologizing.
The fuck?
Never.
Fucking.
You never
Dude,
apologize.
did this
You're
happen
never
last
wrong.
time? I got a notification for me IRL again. Did this happen in
Thank
the
God.
last podcast?
That
You
happened in
got a
Elden Ring
notification from
video.
yourself?
No, from r/me IRL. Okay, it actually didn't take me to. It just recommended me the subreddit, so that's awesome.
Okay. Hey, Mike, your room's looking really nice, dude.
Thanks. So yeah, new room.
Yeah, it looks way
New
nicer than your
room.
last room. Not gonna lie.
It sure does. I don't live in it.
Obviously,
like-
not to
live
say
in the
mine is
rest of the
anything.
place.
Mine's nothing to talk about, nothing to write home about. So I'm just saying, I'm fucking.
Your room looks great, dude. Come on.
I'm happy for you though. It looks sweet in there, and you got those
Yeah.
foam things that like reduce the sound and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like Bowser's castle behind you in that little rectangle.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, it does fucking look like some Mario brick.
If you
Yeah.
covered your entire wall with that and put lava on the floor,
Cover the entire wall with the souls of the Mushroom Kingdom. Right?
those poor
Yes.
bastards.
They're
Yeah.
they're lost spirits. No, don't bring spirits into your home. But you can put Mario characters.
Yeah.
What about Boo?
We actually went to Red, White, and Blue the other day and found a bunch of framed Mario characters.
Is that
Posters.
Is that at the thrift store?
Yeah. Yes. There was a big Yoshi. There was a big... Basically all the guys, and there was no Peach, so I didn't like that very much. It seemed kind of
what type
suspect.
of designs we got? Were they like the retro or 3D or?
They were 3D, but they were kind of like distressed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Like they've seen the sun.
Like they were kind of like they've been in the dirt for a little bit, but it was part of the design. It's weird. Didn't buy them, but so they might still be available. if
You're
you guys are
crazy for
interested.
not picking those up, but
Yeah.
we already knew that.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, kind of a lost misconnection. Should post that on Craigslist.
Shit.
Misconnections.
They may have gotten rid of
Misconnection
that.
for the pictures that I didn't buy.
Yeah.
I should have bought you. You were
Yeah. You were in there. Yeah. You were $5.
you were such a deal.
That's too much for those. I think.
How big?
I don't
were
know
they?
how much they were, but
How big were
oh,
they?
they were good. Like
Okay.
what is this?
They were
Like
framed.
20 by 8 or
cool.
something. What's a normal dimension for things? Yeah, they were framed.
That's so interesting.
I felt weird. I was like, these are some kids in
Yeah.
their bedroom or something. And what happened?
They died.
Yeah.
Cancer.
What happened?
So funny.
Damn. No, I don't know. It's just like I've never thought about that before. Like, I don't know if I want to like inherit the events that
The soul of the
this
boy,
object
yeah.
witnessed. Yeah.
That is legitimately how you bring spirits in your house, Phil. So you're wise to think that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I'm fucking not staying vigilant as vigilant as I should be.
Everything
as
has
vigilant as
energy.
the people of Glenbrook should be, because what ends up happening is the salt iron mining
Oh right. Yeah.
joint project that is supposed to bring peace to the lands and the whole country. Well, the Ace Frosty people, aka the Russians, just kidding. I don't know. They're coded as like northern or eastern, maybe. But well, then again, the southern people are coded as eastern. But I don't know. Depends on how you want to think about it. But
Excuse me.
they're fucking scheming up there. Your wife is cool because she has fucking pink hair or whatever, but the rest of her fucking siblings have silver hair, like the Targaryens of Game of Thrones. But also like the Lannisters, but also like the Targaryens, but also like the Starks, because they're up in the north, they're up in the mountains. They're up in the mountains, they're in the winter lands. So they have weaknesses to fire. But anyway, they come in the mine and fucking kill their own cousin, Dragan, who's the guy who was writing about the salt and was fucking figuring out the bombs and stuff to blow up the mine and do the mining thing. These people are just figuring out technology as the goddamn game is starting. They don't even know explosives yet. They're figuring that out. So
hurry up! The game's about to.
Right.
The game's about to start, guys.
Yeah, and see, they're fighting over a mine. It's like they're figuring out mining, and it's a little bit crazy when you think about.
We're way beyond.
Your whole thing is about salt and iron.
We're way beyond mine.
Yeah, your whole thing's about salt and iron. You should have figured this out a long time ago.
Enjoy your salt. I'll be eating my iron over here.
Yeah, really, it's like a Coke Pepsi thing, but. Not really.
I love sprinkling some iron on my spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's part of a balanced
It's basically the same. Diet.
It's that sheen.
So what happens? They come and kill their cousin. And then they invade your fucking friends, the kingdom that you're like sworn to protect, which is your buddy's family. And
the Glenbrook golf course.
They in a way they cut Ned Stark. Yeah, they cut Ned Stark's head off on the golf course on the top of the fucking building. And
Ned Stark.
Well, it's not Ned Stark, but it is very analogous or whatever, because his daughter's standing there like, oh no, Cordelia. And her name's Cordelia, but she's standing there, she's watching, and it's just like, geez, this is just like Game of Thrones. And in certain ways, but not in every way, by any means. But so everyone's making moves. Everyone's making little nuanced decisions. I had to decide, and that's the other thing too. You get to run around and talk to people, and I had to like convince everyone like not to sacrifice our friend Prince Roland, so that the Ace Frosty army doesn't kill us. And now I have to fucking fight them, and I have to fucking chop down these statues and burn down my village. And there's these crazy falcon statues where if you cut them down for some reason, a bunch of barriers shoot up from the ground, and then oil floods into that area and lights on fire and like just burns people's houses down. And it's like, you'd imagine like you're buying a house in this or moving to this place or whatever, and you don't know that that's something that could happen. But
yeah. That's got to be in the fucking Zillow description.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, I know, but no one knows. That's the thing. I don't think anyone knows. No one knows this shit. But now they're gonna find out. But like, this is where I'm at in the game.
Okay.
But they're really not shying away from like the death and destruction. But why? Oh, what I was gonna say was I could have chosen to relinquish our friend Prince Roland and just been like, yeah, sorry, dude. We're not fucking gonna die for you. You're fucked. Your whole family's fucked. And we're gonna, kind of bow down to what's happening right now. I don't know what happens to the game if you do that, but that's kind of a cool choice that I was given.
If the pillars of oil and shit don't happen, I'm gonna say that guy's gotta go. Sorry. But
yeah, well, at this point, I don't have a choice, because if this doesn't work, then we're, all dead. But yeah, so it's a pretty cool game, I'd say.
Sounds wild.
Why do they care about the salt for explosives when there's straight up fucking flood towns with oil and light it ablaze? That's better than a bomb.
I don't know what the salt is for, other than literally preserving food. So we can like fucking go somewhere.
Take leftovers? What? Just eat your food. What the fuck?
Yeah,
he's right.
Or hunt. Okay, you gonna go on the Oregon Trail? You gotta fucking hunt some bison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're so stupid back then.
You can't rely on all the salted pork, but it's good to have as backup.
I fucking hate them.
Yeah, it tastes good too.
Because they're so stupid. I'm sorry.
Cool,
George R. R. Martin is always like, various wares were in the ship.
Did you say
it's
that?
like, Yeah, it's like wares. It's like, what the fuck is wares, man? And what value is that? I don't know. I'm so like the economy. What is the economy? People go to the bazaar and sell ceramic bowls and stuff like that. People just buy stuff. I don't know.
People can't be buying bowls all the time.
Yeah, where does the bowl man buy his bowls? His bowls.
God damn it. Who invented the bowl? I gotta know. Honestly, birds.
Right, I'm not gonna go in on the bowl guy. I like who did the bowl, but
I bet you'd see a bird's nest and you'd say, I could eat something. You know what I mean?
I could put my freaking milk in here.
Somebody found a loaded bird's nest and was eating it out with a spoon, and they've discovered the bowl.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Absolute mad cunt.
That's the crazy. That means birds made me the bowl.
Dude.
People.
What about Turtle? Did Turtle make a bowl? Turtle kind of wears a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad because...
When they took the turtle... What were you going to say, Phil?
Well, it's sad to think about, but, you know.
It's actually not. Yeah, I felt the same way. When you took this turtle and put it on the fire, and you toast it, and you like crack it open.
No.
Put some salt on it.
God, man. See, this is another thing.
Yeah, it is.
People are talking about
the turtle thing.
This is Elden Ring caused Game of Thrones resurgence, which caused me to play Triangle Strategy, and it's also caused people to be talking about like the ethics of harming turtles. You know?
Oh yeah,
which is a classic Mario topic.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're in the clear if you bought those stainless steel straws a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. Mm-hmm. You can kill a turtle every once in a while if you have the straws.
Do you think the turtle cares that he has a straw in his nose?
Yes.
Or is he just like, whatever, I just breathe with an extra tube? I don't know.
Now I can breathe all the way out here. Now.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah. I actually kind of have a scuba kind of thing I can do.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta do a test.
If I cover up one nostril.
We gotta do a test where we shove plastic straws up our fucking nostrils and we'll figure it out.
Up our noses?
Yeah. Because we have different cavities, so you know. Different sizes.
Different cavities.
Yeah, different cavities. I wish it wasn't like a sin, or like a forbidden kind of thing to talk to animals, like to have an interview. If we could have a turtle on the show to talk about the stars and everything.
Yeah, it's like taboo.
I think it's like a witchcraft type of thing if you're like talking to animals.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, if that's just an ability you have, then I mean, it's your fucking prerogative.
You can talk to animals.
God can't blame you if he gave you the ability to talk to animals. Yeah. But I think if you're like that guy who was trying to talk to the dolphins and shit like that we were talking about one time.
John C. Lilly.
See, his biggest sin was trying to talk to the dolphins. Yeah.
I think that was,
not the other thing.
I think his biggest sin was that he did that publicly. I think you can talk to animals, so you just can't get caught, and then cause you won't get arrested for witchcraft or whatever, and you won't have to find proof that wasn't your familiar or whatever they call it. I don't know if that's what they call it, but
I don't think you can talk to animals really. If you can, though, I mean, are you really talking to the animal?
You're talking to yourself,
man. Yeah, dude, you're going crazy.
You're projecting yourself on the animal.
Man, I'm scared.
Same. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I think I talked about Triangle Strategy and Game of Thrones long enough. We did watch that trailer earlier. Trailer looks okay, but it doesn't really matter to you. I can't believe neither of you have watched Game of Thrones.
Literally cannot weigh in on this.
I thought it would be a very, very easy thing to fill a podcast discussing, but
I can talk about why I didn't watch it, but I'm sure you're not going to want to hear that.
I mean, I'm not like a huge defender of Game of Thrones necessarily, although for the listener who is a Game of Thrones fan, George R. R. Martin's coming out with that book, and it's going to be different from the TV show. It's going to be more interesting, I'm pretty sure. I think there's more going on in this world than was portrayed in the TV show, and more than the TV show was able to get across, especially because they fucking rushed it at the end because they got the Star Wars contract or whatever, and just wanted to get the show over with, even though they were offered 2 more seasons. The ending of the show is dog shit garbage, but I think that there is a possible world where George R. R. Martin actually finishes and releases these books, and you get an actually interesting story to experience, where it's not about these fucking stupid characters, and it's more about like this like ice magic versus fire magic kind of thing, and they're both being potentially apocalyptic, world-ending forces, and that's been pretty subtle throughout the show, actually.
From anything I heard anyone say about the show ever, it was only about the characters.
Yeah.
And how like someone's gonna, I hope they die next episode.
Mm-hmm. Right. But there's a lot of cool stuff in the show, like about like there's like these prophecies and these various religions that you're not sure which one is the right one or whatever, but they're all kind of relevant in a way. And if you look at the theories on Reddit and stuff like that, it kind of implies what the books are really about, which is like, all right, here's what's going on. I'm gonna lay it out very fucking simply, okay?
Okay.
We're at the beginning of time, right? I don't know what's going on over here. There's little tiny guys running around. They're called the children of the forest. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, honestly. Don't care. But what you have is ice guys. Or I don't know. But yeah, like ice wraith people or something. And then you have dragons, okay? They're down here.
Too confusing for me.
There's dragons. Too confusing too quickly. Okay. Hold on. Let me start over.
Phil, I'm going to give you 5 more minutes on Game of Thrones.
All right. I promise you it won't even take that long. I'm going to lay it out very, very simply. Right? So, here's the beginning of time. And you have these people over here and these people down here. Doesn't matter where they are, but they're separate. So these people up here hanging out. These people down here are maybe, I don't know, maybe having sex with dragons somehow through some thing. So I think these people are they're human beings with dragon blood in them or something like that, because they have silver hair and purple eyes, which isn't normal. Normal people don't have that, you know what I mean? So these people are fucking from dragons. They're extinct in the fucking present world that the show takes place in, but they have descendants, people from that bloodline, you know what I mean? So they have the blood from these people that are straight up related to dragons, pretty fucking sure. If you have silver hair and purple eyes, you're like a weird dragon person. You're not a normal human. Anyway, over on the other side of the world, ow, my ankle, have these pale ass, pasty ass white people, right?
Sure.
I've heard.
And they have sex with these zombies, ice zombies, I'm pretty sure is what happens.
Would they do that?
Ew.
It's part of like a truce where it's like one of the dudes marries.
Oh yeah,
in ancient times. So they have the big ice wall. In Game of Thrones, they have this huge ice wall, and you're like, we don't even fucking know when it went up, but we just like have to guard it because there's shit over there and people that we don't want coming over here. And
I don't know how it got here, but I love this fucking wall.
it's gigantic. It's enormous. And it's built of ice. So the theory is that this thing was fucking built as part of a truce between the White Walkers, which are these ice people or whatever, these ice magic people, and the Starks, which are the humans who would rule the North, the Northern lands. Yeah, and who end up. So the truce is like, all right, you're gonna take a bride, like we're gonna have a marriage, as you know, to solidify this truce. So Game of Thrones is about the Starks fucked the ice zombies, and the Targaryens or Valyrians fucked the dragons, and that is what's going on. And then you actually shouldn't be worrying so much about the ice bullshit. It's the fire stuff is just as dangerous. And that's pretty much what Game of Thrones is about. A Song of Ice and Fire, rather, which is the main series. And I think that's all I have to say about that. And I'm excited for the new series. Even though the last season of that show is one of the worst pieces of entertainment ever created, I think.
Oh.
So you're telling me it's about ice zombie fuckers and dragon fuckers? Nobody told me that.
Nobody. I think a lot of people don't know that. That's why I'm here to give you guys.
I did never hear that.
I give you guys the inside scoop, the shit that nobody else knows about. The analyses that are take so long. People type several 100-page books to explain this stuff, but I can explain it to you in under 5 minutes.
Short.
In my Game of Thrones triangle strategy segment, and that's the segment.
It's a podcast,
Yes.
I think.
Do we not quite?
Not quite, but
do we have another? Yeah, not quite. Actually, we got 8 more minutes at least. Do we have any other segments?
Oh, we got more than 8 minutes. Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
We got like an hour. We got like
guess.
50 minutes.
I guess so.
For
Yeah.
like a normal length episode, I think.
Okay.
50.
Which is good because I think we have a lot more of talk about video game.
Let's talk about it.
But before we do that, let's take a minute to go pee and do other stuff.
Take a break.
For a second.
Yeah. I just couldn't hold on. Mike?
Sit the fuck down.
Is Mike here?
Sit the fuck
Okay,
down.
so
Don't
you know what?
fucking move.
No, I can't get this out shortly. I can't get this out briefly, so go ahead and piss. Let's take a break. Because the ending of Game of Thrones, the TV show, is so stupid. And I don't know. And then you got Stranger Things going on, which is another kind of show about like a psychic kid who's clearly being MK Ultra'd by the government.
It's like a story about a very strange thing. It's not the strange. It's not the most strange thing you might see, but
it's not the most normal shit either.
No.
It's not strange. It's not strangest.
I loved your accent. But only for either. It happens to me all the time. I just turn Pittsburgh for like one word sometimes. It's weird.
It'll get you in the end.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
fucking dude, living in Sharpsburg now, I am doomed to go full Windsor.
Dude, I want to go to that place where, I don't know, you can smoke and there's darts, but there's also food. What's it called? Big Nate's or something?
In Sharpsburg?
Yeah, I think there's a place called like Big Nate's or something like that.
Nate's?
Dude, we gotta go there.
We gotta go, man. Play darts. I'm trying to play darts.
Yin's gotta. or whatever.
That's a video game. No, it's not a video game, but
Darts.
it's yeah.
Darts for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But it's more fun, real darts. But except on a video, because now it is a video game, because you get the fucking screen, you can see the other guy on the webcam from the other bar.
What? It's like online multiplayer darts.
Yes.
That's pretty sick.
You can play against people from other bars. It's awesome.
Does it do like the insane animations that like bowling alleys do?
Kind of, yeah.
That's cool.
They should make a bar.
that.
They should make a bar that is just like at every booth. Like, you don't go there with people you know. It's just a bunch of video monitors, and there's like the exact same bar on the other side of the country, and you only talk with people over video voice chat at this bar.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. That seems cyberpunk shit.
For sure. It's weird, but that was kind of a good idea.
Yeah. You know what else is weird? Every fucking day of our lives.
Yeah, every day, and the young and the rest.
And then I
Young
like
and the Restless.
break something.
Jeez.
You watch that show, Young and the Restless, or whatever?
Yeah. Well, not every day. My mom watches it. Whenever I used to spend more time at my mom's house, I would watch it a lot. And honestly, that show is funny, and I would watch it every day if I could.
Yeah,
Is that one of those soap operas that has like tens of thousands of episodes?
Yeah, like 80 million seasons, and yeah. Characters get switched out, actors get switched out all the time.
Yeah, my grandmother used to watch it a whole bunch when I was like 4 or 5, and that's how I got my first boner. But you were talking about Stranger Things, Phil.
Oh yeah, well, there's some good-looking women on there, and I always remember from. I think I'm talking about the right one. Is there's a guy with an eye patch, and he's like the most significant character that I can remember, and he's been on there for a long time. He might have finally died.
Eye patch.
Have any of us watched this new season?
Stranger Things. No, I haven't.
I watched it. I have watched it.
Oh, well, I haven't. So what's 11?
What's your
Does
point?
11 become the president or something? Because I'm thinking about the ending of Game of Thrones, where they're like, for no fucking reason at all, really. They're just like, this psychic boy shall be our king for like. It's so contrived or whatever, but like, so are they? I think what they're doing is predictive programming. That government is to predictive program us to be. I think we're gonna have a psychic child ruler, and I think that's what they're trying to prepare us for.
Why do you think that?
Discuss because Stranger Things came out too, and that's another thing where the kid is psychic, very powerful.
Yeah, does not become president, or has not yet.
Okay, well,
is there another thing that's on that, or
no? But I think Game of Thrones is significant enough. The fact that
it's pretty big.
At the end of the day, who's rolling? They scoff. I was gonna say snarf, but they scoff at
Pinky
society.
That's
They scoff at the concept
of yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Of democracy. At the end, they're like, oh, what if people voted? And they're like, and it's like, all right, like, what is this fucking show? What was this all for? It is so fucked up.
To get us ready. So you're saying the reason why it was so bad was to prepare us for when we have a psychic child in office?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he won't.
It could happen.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be the United States as you know it, though. He'll be like our king. You know what I mean?
First king of the United States. See, Phil, the only reason I feel like the only reason I think this is absurd is because the government would never put the psychic in power. They would simply cage them up and use them when they needed them.
Well, that's what they do. Yeah,
I'm sure.
That's MK Ultra. That's what they were trying to do, is make psychic kids. That's what Stranger Things is
Oh
all
yeah,
about.
wasn't that Paperclip? Was that Paperclip or no? That wasn't Paperclip.
It's all related. It's all in the same. It's all in the same mixing pot, you know.
Yeah, I thought they like got rid of those fucking the psychic people though, because the military never took them seriously. Like the whole
Ingo Swan.
Of course,
Ingo Swan.
We totally stopped researching mind control.
Yeah, I don't think that stopped.
Man.
I can't imagine that stopped, but it seemed like the military specific, like men who stare at goats, you know, that shit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like that. They didn't respect their psychics because they thought it was all fake.
Of course, that's what they say. They didn't think it was fake. It's clearly something going on there. But
that's what the psychics said. These are the psychics saying this, but they said they didn't respect them. Even though
they say that in the movie.
No, it's real.
In real life.
Yeah.
It's just weird though, because it's like, why would they research? You know, why would they research this stuff if they didn't think there was something there? You know. But
There is something there, which objectively, it's just, I think not. At least what they were doing in MK Ultra for sure was just like that was stupid as hell.
I don't know,
guys.
I mean, it was awful and
What's up, Mike?
Like completely immoral.
Mike wants to move on. Mike wants to move on.
But so Stranger Things, congratulations on a 4th season. I only watched the first 2.
We didn't think you could do it, but you did. Fuck yeah, we love you.
I hope it went well. And I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch the 3rd season. I'm just gonna skip over it. I'm just gonna watch the 4th season and see where it picks up.
I thought 3 was good.
Okay.
I thought this was okay. Yeah, only because there's like characters that are introduced that are very prevalent in the newer season. But also,
Fair enough.
Like this season isn't finished. You know about this? They're putting 2 movie-length episodes out on like next month. I don't know. It's so stupid. What are they doing?
This could be great.
What is that? What is that release?
Hey man, if I was a watcher of the show, I'd be like, hell fucking yeah, give me more. No.
Guys, you want to talk about
You want to talk about video games, is that what you're gonna say? You want to talk about PlayStation?
It's so hot.
Want to talk about the Plate-of-Stay?
Oh my god, I forgot. That was part of the show.
That it was hot.
Yes. All right.
It's so hot. It's
back.
It's a hoochie coochie outside.
It is really hot, and I forgot. I thought I got caught up in all kind of other bullshit, and I forgot about the state of play.
Honestly,
PlayStation announcements.
They should have called it They should have called it the state of gay, which is something Phil coined in a typo because it's Pride Month.
Oh yeah.
And
it
companies love.
I realized it was literally June 1st, and I was like, I can't say this. State of gay. State of gay. But no, it's like, I feel like we've covered this on the show before, but state of play, I'm not in a state. I'm in the PlayStation. I'm using a PlayStation. I don't think of it as a state. And the state of play doesn't make any sense to me, and it makes me think of a fucking what's the thing that the president does every now and then?
The play of the union.
Address.
Call people fat.
Union
state
address. I don't know. State of the Union address or some shit like that.
Gettysburg
I don't fucking
play.
know. The Gettysburg Address.
It's so annoying. Fireside chat.
It's
Fireside live stream chat.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's
so annoying though,
but
right?
It does sound like
what the fuck?
some like America thing.
Where's that state of play? No, I interpret it as like that's the state of mind you're in when you're fucking gaming.
Yeah, dude.
And you're like having a ball, and then you see people like this. You see people doing this.
Oh wait, what? I'm looking at the website.
That's the state of play.
Yeah. Whoa! Yeah.
Sorry, audio listeners, you'll have to go on some sort of video to see that.
Apparently, you can just do it on Spotify also. We should have said that right away.
Yeah.
You can watch the video on Spotify.
Yep.
And I think you can easily miss it. Because
you might.
I had no idea you could do that.
I knew. Because I was looking...
I knew that too, because like Phil always tells me about these things, but...
I'm sorry. I was looking through the options and I was like, what? Video playback for podcast? And I turned it off because I was like, no, I don't want to fucking watch this podcast. That sounds stupid. That sounds like an idiotic thing to do. But
who would ever fucking watch this fucking shit?
Yeah.
People only watch others because we're so hot, but that's a different story.
I guess
that's
people
a different story.
Watch,
and that's why they're scared to email us too, because they're intimidated.
They just keep typing messages out and erasing them. I understand.
Yeah.
It's weird though. Like most of the like cool guy right wing or like I don't know right wing or whatever, but like you know what I mean. Like the Joe people watch Joe Rogan and people watch like all these like
Joe Rogan's right wing
dudes all these guys film their podcasts for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck's
like
wrong
funnier.
with him?
So
who the fuck would do
PlayStation? Yeah, I don't know. Well, we are now, but it's cool. It's normal because it's like our webcam. Right? It's not like we're like setting up cameras and we're like in a studio. Fucking, you guys are strange out there.
Mm-hmm.
But so anyway, we're here with the Plate-of-Stay. Capcom Resident Evil 4 remake is the first fucking thing that they announced. Okay,
I'm gonna also say maybe we only talk about like 2 of these because
we'll fire through them. But I know you have a lot to say. I mean, I don't actually have a lot to say about Resident Evil 4 remake. But Mike, what do you think about that?
I don't think there's much to say outside of like nice, good.
Yeah.
It's finally happening. We weren't really sure this was going to happen. I feel like until this, right? There wasn't any official confirmation or
the rumors were so like, far in the like. I don't know.
I feel like they were talking so many notifications for rumors about games. Like, I don't trust any of them because 99% of the time they amount to nothing.
Yeah, but I just like that rumor where they talked about the 4 remake. They were talking about Village before it came out too, and they like got all those fucking details right and shit. Seems like Capcom has a bad grasp on like making sure this shit doesn't leak, but
I mean they got it right, but that doesn't mean like I trust the rumors when they get leaked or whatever. Like,
yeah, for me it's just like you trust that source, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of assumed this was happening for a while, but it was just kind of like I don't know. Like I felt like we didn't really need this as much as like perhaps a remake of Zero or like Code Veronica, because I think the whole like appeal for me with these remakes are like I didn't play these games when they came out, so it's kind of like a new way to like see that story, even though they like changed the shit a lot. Yeah. But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. I played 4 so many times already, and it still like holds up graphically pretty well.
That's what I'm saying. It's too like into the like. I feel like remaking it is weird because it's. I guess the closer you get to our current gen in remakes, the weirder it feels. Like,
but keep in mind, it's 18 years old.
Yeah,
really.
But that's what I'm saying. It's 18? Like aged so well. Like, considering it came out,
it still feels really modern. You know what I mean?
Well, like so it's only a couple years more recent than like Resident Evil 3, right?
Yeah, I
Like-
guess. Is it?
Yeah.
I actually
I don't know when
Yeah.
3 came out.
Resident
It
Evil-
was like 98, but
something like probably maybe even later. I don't know. I never played 3, but it was very much like that's the last of the PS1 Resident Evil games, right? And then I guess for PS2, you had Code Veronica was probably, I don't know if that was the first Resident Evil game for that, but you had Code Veronica and Outbreak, and I don't remember if Outbreak came out before or after Resident Evil 4.
Actually,
I think it came out
those are on
before.
PS1, right?
Code Veronica came out before 4.
That's what I figured.
I'm sorry, I just like realized that. I guess it came out
Yeah.
between 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. So it makes sense, like, I don't know, like, remaking that whole era of Resident Evil makes sense to me, but to me, everything changed. The new era of Resident Evil starts with Resident Evil 4. So remaking Resident Evil 4, to me, feels like
I know what you mean.
jumping the gun. Like,
It does kind of feel too soon. Like, it definitely isn't, like, as far as time
right, I mean,
happens.
yeah.
But it does kind of feel too soon because there's a lot in between there, and I know what you guys are saying. But
it's kind of like if they did like Sonic remasters and they did 1, 2, 3 and then skipped Knuckles and did like what came out after that. I'm not counting 3D Blast. I'm assuming they remastered Sonic Adventure or something. Just didn't do Sonic and Knuckles for some reason. Like, but it's not exactly the same because Resident Evil is not a linear story or anything. But
Do you think you'd have a similar weird feeling if they like say they like maybe not? I'm gonna say what if they remade Final Fantasy X or 12? Like, it would feel
Remade
kind
it.
of stupid, right? Yeah, like the same way they remake Final Fantasy VII. Which, by the way, I heard the plot of Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 leaked today. I read it and I was just so fucking confused. I'm like, I don't even care. But I'm gonna play that game at one point. The first part.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play it. Because I still like the remake games. Like, I think the gameplay is really fun and shit.
No, yeah, I pretty much. I don't know why I haven't yet, because I feel really positively about it.
dude, the 2 remake was so good.
Yeah.
2.
So good.
Oh,
Did you-
RE2? Yeah.
Did you say that? Did you see they're adding like a third person patch to Village now too? I
That was
guess.
something else I was going to bring up.
Yeah.
Really? I don't think I saw that.
I think that could be actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's a very weird thing to do, but
Yeah, it is. That's really
I
cool,
think it
though.
could be fun. I also, on that note, they announced DLC finally for Prairie Village. Seems pretty fucking late for like
Yeah.
DLC, but
Too busy working on RE-verse or reverse. You know.
what the fuck is up with it? That was also just like tacked on in that
What is that?
announcement too. Like that was something that was supposed to. It was supposed to be like what, like Battle Royale,
Kind
Resident
of.
Evil multiplayer. It looked fucking fun when they like talked about it originally, and it was supposed to launch with RE Village, and it just never did because they were like, "Well, we need to actually." I think they basically just said we need it to be a good game
Yeah.
instead of releasing this fucking dog shit that we have on our hands.
It's like one of those
We're
weird
gonna
things.
Delay it for a year and a half.
It's one of those weird things too, where they were like, you get it free if you pre-order the game. So like people have codes for this game, and they never delivered on like
And it doesn't exist. Yeah.
this like promise, and I'm like, that's really weird. Like, I don't know. I can't think of a single other industry where like this sort of shit is like normal, where it's just like game companies are like, oh, special promotion, and then they don't deliver on it, and no one fucking cares because actually it wasn't that cool to begin with, I guess, but
That's how a lot of crowdfunding works.
yeah.
That's so sweet though that people crowdfund stuff. I'm like, damn, everyone gets a little bit of money sometimes. That's nice.
Sure.
It's really cool.
Yeah. They showed Street Fighter. They showed Street Fighter. I don't know, Phil, are you excited about that?
Yeah. Well, I would be.
What's Street Fighter? What do they do?
Well, it's Ken and Ryu, you know. So they gave Ryu a beard.
Well, what is it, like 6 or?
Yeah.
6. Yep, 6. I want to be excited about Street Fighter, but you know, I think I played 4 or 5 or whichever one. I think it was 4. I don't remember, for PS3, and like, I'm just not good at this fucking game, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It looked interesting, right? The trailer was like, it almost made it look like you
Open
have
world.
a player character that is you, and you run around from fight to fight and level up and stuff like that. But I don't know. It was deceptive. I couldn't tell if that was actually what was going on or if they were just pretending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then it just went to like regular Street Fighter type stuff. But it looks amazing. The characters look fucking awesome. I love Street Fighter, dude. Like, I love that shit. I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I love SNK versus Capcom and King of Fighters and everything. But like, I don't understand. Other than in my own way, you know, when I'm in the campaign, like single player, going through trying to beat the game, you know.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't beat Street Fighter.
I mean, I've beaten Street Fighter 2 and 3 and fucking SNK versus Capcom and blah 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 blah. But like, when it comes to, I don't know, playing against someone who actually knows what they're doing, it's not. I mean, I go through the tutorial. I tried once. I tried going through the tutorial. I did every move, but then there's always one move, and it gives you this symbol, right? What you're supposed to do with the analog stick and the buttons, whatever.
It doesn't make sense.
It's impossible. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And there's nothing like what is the secret? What is going on with this? Like,
you're expected to just like sit there and practice a move for like an hour every day is how you get good at it. And then,
have you ever heard someone talk about it? Like someone who's really good, like good. Talk about. Like
I'm sure
the way they talk about, and it's the same way that people talk about like Smash Brothers and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like
no Jones,
just like, you know, oh, I cancel, dodge cancel, blah 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 blah. Like,
dude, I know a guy who wrote a book about Street Fighter.
About Street Fighter? What do you mean, like playing it or like the characters?
I think like a strategy book.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a bunch of freaks out there. Is basically what.
Yeah, dodge cancel, roll. And then it's like, yeah, they like play out these sequences in their head. They have them like these button presses and these timings, and it's like, I can't even do the move in the first place, let alone sequence it in a line of other moves. Like, I don't know, man. That shit's really cool to me. But I love fighting game. The aesthetics of all those games are like one of the coolest things in video games, in my opinion. But man, I wish I knew how to do it.
I just kind of wish those like Street Fighter in particular was like more fun to just like pick up and play and like not have to worry about learning combos and shit. But
yeah, I mean, if you're playing against someone who doesn't know what they're doing, it's fun. But neither of you know what you're doing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know,
that's what Soul Calibur is for.
I was gonna say Tekken, Soul Calibur, those games are a little bit more accessible. Like I think. And
Dead or Alive.
It's still there's still
Soul Calibur is like that's the fucking game. If you're not like a fighting game person,
yeah,
I feel like anyone can pick up on that, and it's still fun and it's still like competitive as long as everyone's kind of like competent in
Yeah,
playing
as long
the
as
game.
there's like not anyone that knows how to parry, which is
Never experienced
whatever,
that.
Bernie.
Never
what do
experienced
you,
that.
what did you? Are you assuming that I know how to do that?
Yeah, and I'm scared because I was about to say we should have a
I
Soul
can't.
Calibur night, but if you know how to parry, then I don't know.
No, that what I said only comes from like when you have to fucking fight those CPUs that only parry and like
No.
you,
I don't remember. I don't remember if I know how to parry. I played, dude.
I don't think it was always a thing.
I'm
Might be
sure
wrong.
I've talked about this before, but the Chronicles of the Sword Soul Calibur thing, where it's kind
Yeah.
of like, it's kind of like a stupid
You have.
map RPG. Yeah,
You've
dude,
talked about this,
I would love to play that with you guys, and I'd just love to play Soul Calibur with you guys in general. That game is so fucking fun.
Yeah,
You know?
I'm always down for a night of Soul Calibur for sure.
That game might be crossplay. I'm not sure. The newest one.
That's what's up.
That would be cool. Crossplay? Is it on Switch or some shit? Or probably not. No.
Definitely on
On
PlayStation.
PS4.
So
I think.
Andy moved out, and he took his PS4, but I have another
Damn.
PS4. I'm gonna set it up.
Okay.
I've been waiting for Andy to move out, set up this other PS4. It's just been sitting up here in my room.
Yeah, you didn't want to offend him
Yeah.
by setting up your own PS4. I would have
Well,
been.
here's-
Yeah.
Funny thing, dude, I've never paid for anything in my life. Like, I didn't. No, I'm just kidding. But specifically, I didn't pay for my PS3 and I didn't pay for my PS4. And
That's what's up.
that's funny. All I have to do is wait 10 years after a console comes out, and I get it for free.
How'd you get your PS4?
Jackson was like, I
Oh
don't use
yeah.
it.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, I was like, I'll buy it.
I
He
got
was
it.
like, no, dude, I don't use it, and I just like, if you want to use it, like, just take it out, and, like, you know.
I
It's
gotta
nice
pee,
of him.
I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Make up you.
But I guess when you have something sitting around your house for 4 years that you don't use, it's just kind of like, I just want someone to take it, you know.
Yeah,
But
that's a normal
with the
thought to have.
same thing
Doesn't
with the
happen to me.
PS3, man. Sean Langdon was just like, yeah, dude, I don't use this thing at all anymore. Don't have any reason to. So here.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I have to
That's
wait
cool.
at least a decade after a system comes out, and then I automatically get one for free from one of
Yeah.
my friends.
Retro
I bought my
games.
Switch though from you.
Yeah,
Bought a Switch Lite.
I
I have a
realized
Switch
that.
Lite and a Switch, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, you don't need all that Switch. I wanted to talk about Final Fantasy 16. That's all I had to talk about.
Mhm.
With this, that's all I got to say about that.
I forgot that they yeah.
Because I have thoughts. I had thoughts about it, and have
Yeah.
kind of forgotten about a lot of them. But I think the major takeaways were combat, not that interested
Yeah.
in
I have to agree.
action game Final Fantasy. I think that made 15 really fucking boring.
Yeah. Like, fuck off with the cinematic angles in the combat, you know?
Don't need that.
Like-
Or cinematic. If it was turn-based, cinematic angles would be fine. You know,
Yeah.
it's a turn-based game. Final Fantasy 7. You know, all the cinematic angles, but
Yeah.
yeah, we don't need to see like a 1,000 cut slash on the fucking cactar. I think I'm good on that, but I was like really interested by the summon stuff though. Like I'm not sure what to
Yeah.
make of like why sometimes there were big health bars and sometimes there weren't.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's going to be huge, massive, large scale battles, because that just sounds like Dynasty Warriors, right? I mean, you've got people literally doing Dynasty Warriors action hack and slash shit, and it's like a large scale.
I know. This is what I'm fucking saying, man. Like, I don't like this Dragon Ball Z shit in Final Fantasy, man. I just don't. I don't know.
Don't need it. You need friends to help you. You don't need to be the most powerful organism alive. But I don't know what this game is trying to say necessarily. I just think I think it was a misstep to go real time to turn it into Kingdom Hearts. Like, keep Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts, keep Final Fantasy.
Like, why do you have to do 7? Why do you have to do 7 front flips just to attack a guy? You know,
you so you build up speed while you're like doing flips. So you, the final slash is going to be fucking devastating to the enemy.
The summons look cool, but what? They just deal big, huge damage to each other, and they have big health bars.
I bet it's gonna be like you fight war battles, and then to beat the final, to win the battles, you have to. Each side has to summon their fucking behemoth and Shiver or whatever, and they would duke it out.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy might be dead, but I'm not gonna actually proclaim that. I'm gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm really, cause Final Fantasy is like the thing that got me into video games in the first place, kind of. I mean, not really. I was playing Mario or whatever, but like the thing that got me into video games on a level besides just like gameplay, right? Or platforming. Like, but I wasn't really interested in Final Fantasy 15 at all. And I don't know. I actually, that fucking silly game that came out, what's it called? Chaos? You're looking for Chaos?
Strangers of Paradise. That game actually seems pretty cool to me, and I would like to play it. But yeah, and it like revisits like the original like game, which is not something that's very common in any franchise now. But like
that game seems like actually pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm just interested to find out if Final Fantasy's, what are we talking about, 16? Yeah, 16. Like intrigues me and makes me like compels me to play it. Because like I don't know, Final Fantasy used to be so important to me, but ever since well, I don't know if I should say ever since 12 or ever since 13, because I played 12 and I liked 12.
Yeah, 12's good. I mean,
yeah, I never played 13 but
was a disaster, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I just completely fell off the series at that point, and I've never been compelled to get back into it since, and except for nostalgia through the games I've already played. You know, I love 7 and 8 and 9 and Tactics.
It is like completely different now. It is like the franchise has completely changed in almost all aspects, except for the fact that like Chocobo and Moogle still come out sometimes, but they weren't in 15, which is
that's the thing. Yeah, that's where they get me. I'm like,
Chocobo were there, but yeah, like what the fuck? So much of this series is like nostalgia. So much of it is like, you know, there's like no common thread through these games except the enemies and like magic and shit. You know?
Yeah, it's like getting contrived. You know?
Yeah, it never had to. Like, I feel like Final Fantasy was, like, original. Like, it was, like, super fantasy, but it was also, like, oh, it's actually also sci-fi, you know? It's also, like, anything goes in Final Fantasy, but...
Yeah. I mean, 15, I think things started to go downhill with 10.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought...
Umatsu. And...
Yeah. When I was a kid, I thought 10 looked not cool. Like... Because the characters didn't look like cute anime characters anymore, but they look like real people. And yeah, that's where we're at. We got photorealistic people. We don't have the...
Well, I mean, 8 was kind of like that, in a way. I mean, think about, like,
8?
The character models
kind of, but still, when you look at them, they got big eyes and, like, spiky hair and
gorgeous.
Shit. Yeah.
They were fucking gorgeous. And then...
And they look like Playmobiles in the game.
Titus had a bad haircut. And that's one of the things. None of the characters had an awful outfit and a bad haircut before, and that's what Final Fantasy X kind of brought. And then I don't know, 12 was just a whole different vibe altogether. And you know, these games are still good. I'm enjoying them still, but I'm gradually losing the flavor, and I'm losing the. Even though 12 is doing the evilest thing, you got Moogles, and everything is exaggerated. Everything about Final Fantasy in that game, like Evilise is like, you take everything about Final Fantasy and pack it into a fucking world and exaggerate it, and that's what that place is. And it was cool, but it was fucking confusing because you play Final Fantasy Tactics for PS1, that's an Evilise, and then this other bullshit game, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and it's more based off of that version of Evilise and Tactics Advance, with these fucking rabbit people and lizard people walking around. No offense, they're all awesome, but like, this isn't for me personally. I didn't have Advance. I played Final Fantasy Tactics, and it was like, oh cool, it's Evilise. I remember that, and then I get there, and there's fucking lizards and rabbits.
Yeah, I've heard you talk about this so many times, and it's never occurred to me, Phil, why is it that you can't love both? Like, you must pick a side on Tactics and Tactics Advance. Like, they're like different from each. I mean, they're basically the same game, but like, I mean, Advance is like admittedly like a side story of a side story, So it's like harder to take that seriously.
I'm not saying I can't. I'm not saying I can't love it. I'm just kind of explaining what was going through my head at the time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I didn't ultimately get into Tactics Advance too hard, but I can appreciate it and everything. Like I said, I like Final Fantasy 12. I think it's a good thing. But I guess I'm just thinking about like.
No, all that shit is my favorite iteration of the art and everything. Like.
Yeah. It just bums me out that like. It's always bummed me out actually for like a very long time that. And I think what I mean by like when it started with Final Fantasy X, a lot of it is when they lost Nobuo Uematsu and switched to PS2 graphics.
Yeah.
that is what it comes down to. That sucks because I'm
like the music.
Nostalgia.
I think the music is still good. It's not as consistently good, but I think it is. Like when they made 10, they started drifting into like photorealism, which was a huge like when that's what I hate about games now is just like you see this like Last of Us, like the new fucking remaster or whatever.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't think it looks any better. It just looks more real. Like and that's fine. I mean, that's how we like gauge graphical like fidelity and shit, not by like how good a game looks, but how real it looks. But like,
it's not what I want anymore, dude. It's not what I want at all. Like,
because like people just like don't like it's. I think it's genuinely harder to like create good art than to make something look real, and that's why like we've got Final Fantasy 15, which basically takes place in America Desert X, like.
It's Earthbound.
If that game was a little more silly, I think that it could have been good. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry we're talking about Final Fantasy, but I'm actually not sorry.
What?
Because we were talking about don't apologizing to anyone.
You know what? One other thing that looked cool from this state of play is that rollerblading game.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw
roller drum.
It's by the
I don't know.
Ollie.
I think that looks kind of fun.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine it being fun.
I think it might have me hoodwinked with the art style, with the cell shaded. I don't even know if you'd call that cell shaded or whatever the fuck that is.
I think
For sure.
You're saying they're trying to make it look cooler than it actually is.
You think that's what it is? I'm not saying that. Is that what you're saying?
No, you're saying that.
Okay. I said cell shaded.
What?
Is it cell shaded? I don't know. Is this what you'd call cell shaded? I guess so, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's cell shaded.
It looks great.
So
it's a shooter. You're killing people.
Do you like that?
I just like that you're on roller skates, but
Damned if
honestly,
I
how is
do.
this gonna work? How is this gonna work? I don't know. It looks interesting, you know, but
It's gonna work.
I don't really give a flying hoot.
I'll tell you how it's gonna work, Phil. It's gonna work on the Sony PlayStation 5 console. Only $600. Oh, how much is it? $500? $599?
Well, I don't know. Did you
$4.99?
get the special? Did you get the special email, VIP email from PlayStation, or?
No, they told me
what?
they'd send one.
Or was that just me? Sorry.
Yeah, no, they said they would send me one after you got yours. Not the email, but you bought your PlayStation, so I can't. It's kind of on you at this point.
I'll let you know when I buy it, and then you can keep an eye out.
Oh, you don't have to. They'll send me the email after you buy it, so it's cool.
Yeah, I'm not getting a PlayStation. Actually, that was a crazy bit.
What?
I did get the email though. They offered me a PlayStation for asking price.
Yeah, is that something you may have signed up for like a year ago and forgot?
No, I guarantee it's because I've been paying for PS Plus for like 6 years straight or something.
No. Yeah, I remember.
So they're like, hey, you. Oh yeah, you who's been paying us for so long. Mm-hmm. You want our thing, right? The thing that's been unavailable to everyone for 2 years or whatever. Thank you, PlayStation. I appreciate it.
We saw you played Last of Us. Would you like to play Last of Us Remaster on a new PlayStation 5 console? That's probably what happened. That's why I didn't get one, because I play it. Never mind. Yeah,
Maybe that is why.
I think about like signing up for a waiting list for graphics cards a year ago and still never getting a notification. I know it's going to come someday, and I'm not going to buy it, so it's embarrassing. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I can forward you the email if you want a PlayStation 5.
I don't take handouts.
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
I get it.
Please don't laugh. You fucking laughed immediately after I said that.
I try not to.
I didn't hear you laugh. I heard fucking Mike start wheezing.
I didn't.
Hey, that's just because I have allergies.
I said fucking please. I said fucking please.
Yeah, Mike. He said, "Please." Oh, you have allergies. Sorry, I'm just attacking Mike now.
Sorry, guys. It was the highest pollen. It was extreme pollen count today. I didn't know it could go higher than high. All right.
I'm so bummed you backed out of that, Phil. I was ready for more.
Man, I know.
I immediately
I can't.
apologized.
I can't do it. I will. I should work on that. I should work on not apologizing.
Guys, I think there's
For
only
my
one
fake
where
outbursts.
What?
there's only one where to go from here, and it's out of here. But I have to say one thing: China found aliens.
China found the aliens. They got the call. They got the signal, and they said, "Are you up?"
And next time we'll let you know what happens.
Yeah. We'll see what's going on with the aliens next time on Super.
I don't mean to scare you, but they did find aliens for real, actually.
Yeah.
So,
go follow us on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube.
Email or fucking shit.
Go watch the YouTube videos and subscribe to them and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I think if you just search Super Beet on YouTube, we actually come up now.
I think if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you actually get a. Oh, actually, never mind. You probably can't say that. That's probably illegal to say.
Okay, I was going to say you get a huge dildo if you sign up.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, if you subscribe to our channel, you'll probably get a head from somebody you love very soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens.
No, that's true. You could probably say that.
Yeah.
That's what happens every time somebody...
As long as it's free. As long as you're not paying for it.
It's free.
then it's totally fine. We can say that.
Yeah, I said something you love. I
Cut
mean,
this out.
yeah, okay.
Colonel. Kodak.
Oh, that's right. We're doing the thing. Oh no,
Go to
everyone could see me
Patreon.
the whole time.
Yeah, oh my god, I just got spotted by a guard. I have to get off the freaking line. I don't know. That's so
That's
cheesy.
awesome. That's really good.
It sounded so fake, though.
That's why I was. That's why I
That's
was
the
like,
best.
yeah, you had my
Really good
undivided
sound.
attention when you were doing that, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying to
Well-
think of what to say next.
Yeah, well, we'll develop something like that later.
Yeah. I'm gonna go into Elden Ring
You don't have to.
pot.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go play Triangle Strategy. I might have to burn some guys alive soon. So if you think you have a hard life, get in my boots.
Walk a couple miles.
I'm playing Triangle Strategy.
Walk a couple miles.
It's the
and
most
feel-
boring. The
Walk
most
a
boring
couple-
game title of all time. What is this? A triangle? What is the triangle? You know
Walk
what I
a
mean?
couple miles in Phil's boots.
What is,
Put on Phil's boots. That's a U2 song.
what, am I supposed to think about a triangle? What is this? Stupid. It's
Yeah.
nonsense.
Stupid. It is the most powerful
Open
shape,
mic bit.
but
Yeah. Well,
that was great. So,
good night. Good night, beaters.
Good night.
Night beaters. Email us. We're gonna fucking read your fucking stupid shit on here.